Oh, well, that was nice of him to leave to go do that. Now he's back, though.
Rollo left the room to throw his fit, and now he came back and he's pawing at me here for some reason. Uh-oh. Now he's looking for attentions, which is perfectly fine.
I wonder if he has to POTTY.
No, he was just out and he came back. I don't think he's got to go again. He's doing just fine.
It sounded like he was not just a second ago.
Yeah, well. All right, so got a couple quick stories here for Canadian Canoes. The first one,
Oh my god.
I'm only covering because it makes me angry. So the headline, which doesn't matter at all, this is absolutely inconsequential to the entire segment of knitting news. Nun reunited with her knitting stolen at electric picnic. So apparently there's a picnic and this nun's knitting was stolen, which if you're going to steal anything from anybody, you don't want to steal things from a nun, I'm guessing. That's probably bad.
And I also think that stealing somebody's knitting is probably going to be disappointing.
I mean, that in and of itself, stealing knitting is sad and not good, but you're stealing from a nun.
Yes.
Which the repercussions of stealing from a nun are probably pretty severe, I would guess. I mean, going beyond the lifetime of where we are. But since I put this on Canadian Canoes and came back to it, this is what's happened. Apparently, no longer can I see this story or read the text or even know what's happening anymore. I can get 30 minutes access for 30 cents, though.
What?
The first payment takes less than 7 seconds. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. I am so sick and tired of news websites.
People trying to charge you for news.
Yeah, I mean, there are ones that will be like, you get 5 free stories. When you've used your 5 free stories, you gotta pay. You got, okay, look at this. Look at this.
There's ads all over the place already.
Look at all of the advertising on this website.
Okay, and seriously, that the Quicken ad,
it keeps going.
You're just gonna put a handsome guy on there and try and sell Quicken? That picture has nothing to do with Quicken.
But the point is, this website, and it's not the only one. There's ads all over it. I'm on your website. I'm viewing the ads. I might click on one or two, but...
And even accidentally, because you know that stuff happens, and you're like, nerds. I did not want to click on that.
And I've never seen one like this before. Normally, it's like you can subscribe or whatever.
Everything you can squeeze into 30 minutes.
30 minutes! You can only read so much so quickly. And you've got 30 minutes. He just did the same.
Rollo was very angry about it. He had to leave the room and go screaming.
He was so mad. He went out to the hallway and he yelled and screamed and said, "I'm not going to take this anymore." And then he came back.
Oh, you're a weirdo.
So anyway, I cannot tell you the story of this nun's missing knitting or what happened or how they got it back or any of it because I don't remember. This was probably 3 weeks ago that I found this story, since before we went to our vacation and everything. And they're trying to extort money from me for 30 minutes. And yes, it's 30 cents. And it only takes 7 seconds. I don't know how you make a payment in 7 seconds.
Well, but you could also use the you can get the whole thing over there too. There's a digital newsstand.
What? What digital?
Oh, that's a different thing. Oh no, it's a whole thing.
This is.
It's their ad for the entire thing. So there's the article that you have to pay for, or you can get the whole thing.
I want to click on it and see what it
Oh, good.
does.
Now you're gonna get a virus, and
Probably.
it's gonna break the show. And
no, see, now it's just spinning. There's a big white screen with the wheel is spinning in my Chrome tab.
So. You're gonna probably get like something you're gonna have to.
I need to install Flash Play, which nobody uses Flash anymore because it is so susceptible to hackers and malware and viruses and stuff. Okay, we're closing all of this because Rollo really wants me to pet him. Rub your nose goop all over my arm.
Yeah, I kissed him, and that was a bad life decision. So that's sad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but it had a happy ending. She was reunited with her knitting.
As far as I can remember, done reunited. So I guess as far as we know, things worked out okay. But you know what? No more. I'm going to the next one. So this one actually comes to us from Colorado because
What?
anytime anything comes from Colorado, I have to read it. So this is some knitting store moves from Fairplay to Frisco.
You know, I went to school in Fairplay.
I know, that's part of the reason I picked this story. So a yarn and knitting store, Knitation, which is an interesting name, Knitation, celebrated the grand opening at its new location on Saturday at the corner of 6th Avenue and Main Street in Frisco. Owner Elaine Kist said she decided to move from Fairplay to Frisco after realizing that about 2/3 of her customers were Summit County residents. I decided, well, maybe I should just move the store and come to them instead of making it more difficult for them to come to me, which is awfully nice. How far is Frisco from Fairplay?
Probably about 45 minutes.
Well, it's not too bad, I guess. I mean, from a business perspective, I mean, just imagine packing up everything in Firefly Fibers and moving that 45 minutes away. That would not be easy.
I think my iPad is playing our noise as we're going along here. I thought I turned it off.
Oh, you have the volume on?
I keep hearing something talking, and I think it's that. And
I haven't heard it, so if I haven't heard it and gotten grumpy, that's probably fine.
Yeah, because you get grumpy about stuff. Oh my gosh, that is so weird.
What are you doing? I think it's fine.
So yeah, it's so Fairplay. Fairplay is 6 miles from Alma, which is where we lived when we were in Colorado.
Yep.
And then Breckenridge was 16 miles from there. But it is not like a 20-minute drive. It's like a 35-minute drive over the Continental Divide. So, I think he might have to go potty.
Yeah, we'll be done shortly.
So then there's that, and then I think Frisco's another 20 minutes from Breckenridge. So probably about maybe about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. So this lady picked up and packed up all of her yarn, and
definitely more expensive to have a store in Frisco than in Fairplay.
I would imagine, from what I remember of Fairplay, there was not a whole lot going on in Fairplay.
Well, if anybody has seen South Park,
exactly,
that is where Fairplay is. That is what South Park is based on.
Not a whole lot going on in Fairplay.
No.
Frisco apparently sounds a little bit better, but
Frisco's really Frisco is also where the Walmart is from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I was thinking that was Breckenridge for some reason, but that was kind of
we had to go to Frisco to go to
nowhere.
Walmart. We didn't have a Walmart in Breckenridge.
Well, I knew that. Okay, so that's where So there you go.
That's where we used to go and
if
go to
you've
Walmart.
ever watched Christmas Vacation, you've seen Frisco, Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Neat. So that's all there is there. The last story I want to talk through, which is on its way. We'll be patient. Something's happening to my computer. There we go. Stone Island knitwear changes color depending on the weather.
So
these
kind of hypercolor.
It's like hypercolor, but it's yarn and it's made into sweaters. And I thought, well, man, if you can buy the yarn and make stuff out of it, that would be amazing. But you can't. You can't buy the yarn. You can only buy the finished garments. So
do they knit them up and then chemically treat them? Maybe then
I don't know. So it's made from exclusive thermosensitive yarn, which drastically changes color when the temperature changes. What's impressive is that this sweater reacts to external temperatures rather than your temperature. Your body temperature. Discolored armpits are never a good look.
That was always not a good look with hypercolor.
Yeah, I had like 2 hypercolor shirts, I think. I would love to get one of those because those things were awesome.
There might be one in the garage.
Really? Oh, that would be awesome.
It's from the 80s, so it might be big enough to fit you.
I am not going to fit in any shirt that you wore
because it was one that I'm
period.
sure I took and I probably put it through one of those things and cinched it, and then I probably had my big old bangs, and
Holy cow.
it was probably a really impressive fashion statement.
I would think so. But so they have the sweaters. They come in 3 different colors: emerald to military green, ivory to what the heck is anthracite? What the heck is anthracite? And yellow to orange. So all different kinds.
Of course, which one do I like?
You probably like the gray one.
I like the gray. I like the green too, but I like the gray.
I think I would, if I was going to get one, I would get the green one.
Would you really?
These things are 1,400 pounds. I mean, not like weight. I mean, talking like Europe money or England money.
You would definitely have to pay
1,400
duties
pounds.
on that.
But I would think you'd pay something on this because that's
pretty cool though. I like
crazy.
that. I like that color. Because it goes yellow to like almost like a kind of like coralish color.
yeah.
Anthracite, I guess.
Is that what anthracite is? Is it's not orange, it's not
Mm-hmm.
pink, it's like somewhere in the middle maybe.
Kind of a reddish maybe.
Yeah. But I thought that was pretty cool, but no way am I paying $1,400 for a sweater.
No.
This though did lead me to
That
something
makes
that's
my sweater sound really cheap.
like very reasonable. This did lead me to something that is not really knitting related. However, we were just talking about kids and stuff, but futuristic clothing which expands as you grow wins the UK James Dyson Award. So a guy invented, his name is Ryan Yass, and he's a 24-year-old graduate from Imperial College London and the Royal College of Art, was frustrated by how quickly his baby nephew outgrew his clothing. Not only is it expensive, but it also has an environmental impact, which is a really good way to look at it. So this guy basically designed and created clothing that is, I don't know how to even say this, but it expands. It's basically folded up into, how would you describe that?
It almost, I don't know, it almost looks like folded paper, like a folded paper kind of thing, which
I mean, the material itself almost looks like it came out of a cassette or
it does not
a
look
VHS.
comfortable. When people come in and they're like, I want something really soft for a baby, I don't see this being like what they would pick.
But it's for a baby. Who cares? They're not going to even remember it probably. The babies are dumb.
Michael. We have a baby in the family now.
That's true. That's true.
She's probably going to listen to this when she's, older and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't like my Uncle Mike anymore.
So the pleated structure of the clothing, so that's
Okay.
maybe a good way to say it, it's pleated. So it's like it's pleated in two directions so that it's kind of like pyramids or cones or something like that. And
Reminds me of like something Japanesey. I don't know why.
sure, like paper or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean like origami.
Yeah, it's heat treated to ensure that the items can be expanded and collapsed under or any number of times. It can even be folded down small enough to tuck away in your pocket. The material is finished with a hydrophobic coating to ensure it's waterproof, which sounds interesting. I'm assuming it's waterproof, so what's in there can't get out. that
Not
would
the
make
other way.
sense. Yeah.
It's not for like baby deep sea diving.
No, I don't think it's quite that waterproof. But I thought that was a pretty interesting thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, you spend so much money on baby clothes, they wear it for 3 months and they have to move on to the next size. Or, the environmental impact, whether you throw it away or you wear them out or whatever, even if you sell them at a garage sale, at some point it's still going to
Like it has like
Be
little
thrown
like
away.
stirrup pants or like little
Yeah.
stirrups in the bottom of the pants.
But I thought that was pretty neat. So although not directly knitting related, I thought it would be fun to include that in our
It's
news.
fashion related. I enjoy
Yeah.
fashion and clothing.
That's what I thought.